And I'm fabulous.
And we're so happy to have you here because today it's a rainy day today.
Mm-hmm.
It's very rainy, cold, and so we decided that to stay inside today instead
Mm-hmm.
of going out. So that's the reason why you see my big old beautiful refrigerator behind me. It's because we're at home
With some cookies.
with some cookies. Exactly. All right. So happy, whatever. Happy Tuesday.
Right.
Today's Tuesday, and happy Tuesday to you. I hope all is well with you and yours wherever you are in the world today. And we're happy to be back with you. It is on a
It's a
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Now let us explain why it's not Monday. Why we didn't do it yesterday.
Because we switched up. I think we should have left it on yesterday.
We should have left it on
Should have left it on
yesterday.
yesterday.
Listen, we all over the place right now, but I
Mm-hmm.
promise you by the first of the year, we're going to get this together. Our schedule is going to be different.
Yes.
We're going to make sure we're steady, and we're going to make sure that we're on when we say we're coming on. But just, we got to get our schedule right.
Yes.
That's what this is all
Mm-hmm.
about, okay? All right, well, hello again. And today, I'm going to turn it over to Fabulous, and Fabulous is going to open up our conversation for today.
Yes. So today I want to talk about carrying shame.
Uh-oh.
Carrying shame.
Uh-oh.
Something that we all could relate to one time or another. It's not good to carry shame, but we all have a past. We all make mistakes. We all in these flesh suits, and you're not perfect. None of
Not
us
at all.
are.
Not at all.
So when do you put down the shame? When did you give it to God and truly grow from it and let it go? Is it an expiration on it?
It really should be an
Right.
expiration on it, but because we are human and we think we can fix everything
Yeah.
and we have the answers to everything, we don't release it because we think we can do better than the next person.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And sometimes we're just not mature in that area, or we haven't grown in that area enough to look at it from a different point of view. And the angle is that when we're in shame, shame opens the door for depression.
Yeah.
It opens the door for suicide.
Yeah.
It opens the door for so many other spirits to come in. And this is very important that we open up and talk and communicate with your mom, if you can,
Right.
with your dad, if you can, or some other person that you might feel comfortable talking to. But the best thing is to open up and conversate. But a lot of people are so shameful that they don't want
to.
nobody to know.
Yeah.
So that's where we're coming from today. What do you do when you have shame and you don't know how to talk about it?
Right.
You don't know how to conversate about it. So
Right.
fabulous.
I think it's important to, like Queen said, if you can't go to your parents, which you should be able to, but I know everybody's situation is different,
Yeah.
go to someone.
Somebody.
Go to someone, because I wholeheartedly believe it opens the door for so many different things. And,
Yes.
I believe, a lot of people took their lives
Oh, of course. Of course.
behind that. And,
Of
if
course.
they would have just spoken to someone, or
Yeah.
you have people that
Yes.
self-medicate
Yeah.
with drugs because they don't want to deal with their reality. Like,
Yeah.
it's so many layers to it.
It really is.
And, we really do have a problem with wanting to fix people. We are not the creator of people.
No, we're not. It's too hard. It's too hard.
God got it. That's his job.
It's his job.
Let him work.
And we have to know our place.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I was when you was talking, I was just sitting here thinking how a lot of us, I can speak for everybody across the board, we've done something
Yes.
that we don't want nobody to know about. And it's good not to let everybody know your business.
Yeah, definitely.
It is so imperative that you cherry pick basically what you want to share with people, because some people don't understand. They'll take that and use it as a weapon against you.
Absolutely.
And that's another reason why people are
Carry
shameful.
shame. You're right.
You're
right.
because they think you're going to carry it as a weapon and use it against them. And I know I've been in that place.
I have too.
Where I wanted to share, but I'm saying if I share this with with even my mother,
Right.
if I share it, how is she gonna how am I going to look to her after this?
Right.
How is she going to see me after this?
Right. That's what you're concerned with. Like,
exactly. Am I right,
Yeah,
Fabulous?
absolutely. Because that was my
Yeah.
encounter where,
Yeah.
a person, especially your kid, they
Yeah.
think that, you'll be disappointment,
Exactly.
resentment,
Exactly.
and ashamed of them.
Exactly.
And no, unconditional love won't allow that in a
Exactly.
parent. We gonna love you
Exactly.
regardless.
We have to.
Yes.
We have to do it.
Mhm.
And that's if you're a real parent
Yes.
and your relationship with your children are, close or whatever the case may be, because we know there's a whole lot of people that are not close to their parents. We understand that. But we're talking about if you're close to your mom or your dad, the most important person you can go to, of course, is God first.
Absolutely.
And then your parent or your husband or your wife. What listen, whoever will listen to you that has a positive ear, have a godly ear, and is able to, sometimes you may not have, most of the time you won't have the answer.
Right. Right.
You won't have the answer, but you can listen. You
Yep.
can listen, and that's what, that's one thing I loved about my mom was the fact that she didn't have all the answers all the time. She didn't, Fabulous, but she would listen. She would sit there for hours and just listen, just let us vent.
Yeah.
And then when we got finished, she would say, well, listen, I hear what you're saying. I don't quite understand what you're saying, but
Right.
we're gonna go to God in prayer.
That's it.
We're gonna pray about it.
That's it.
You
That's
understand? And she never tried to conjure up answers that was either gonna, make it worse or make it into a lie.
Right. Right.
You understand?
Or
where I'm going?
because some people do that just
Of
to
course.
they think they're helping the person
Of course.
by not facing the truth,
Exactly.
and not so.
Not so. So, she always would say, listen, I don't have all the answers, but God has the answers, and we're going to go to God in prayer.
That's it.
And you know what? When we followed that path, God would either clear it up,
Yeah.
or we would come back to the table and talk about, a resolution, but we have to have that door open of communication. That's what I'm trying to say, because communication is key.
Absolutely.
It's just key.
Absolutely.
And go ahead.
I love what you said about going to God because, we can't change. We don't have the power to change our path.
No.
And like even for me, this journey I'm on, I love it here.
Right.
I gotta share this. When you accept the fact that you are not in control of nothing, especially things that's out of your control that you can't change, like your past, you give it to God and you
have
really
to.
leave it there. And I love it
I
here
love it
because I used to
too.
like things that were like stressful to me that was out of my control. And it's like,
Yeah.
what are you holding? You can't do anything about it anyway.
Exactly.
Why am I carrying this?
Exactly.
Here you go, God, who's waiting there willing to take it.
He listened.
I love it
He
here.
said, cast all your cares on him.
Yes, he
Because he
did.
careth for us.
Yes.
But we have to get to that point of releasing it. We gotta release it and let it go.
Let it
Don't
go.
be afraid to let it go. Because at the end of the day, we all got skeletons in the closet.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Do you understand? We all got, and we have to convey that to our children.
Yes.
And to the younger generation, that you don't have to run around here, with all this pressure on you or being pressed because you did something that maybe was out of character or out of reach or
Right.
not godly, because we've all sinned.
Yes.
God knows we've all sinned
Absolutely.
and came short. So we have to convey that to our children, that it's okay. You made a mistake. It's okay. There's always a resolution to the reason that we do things. There's always a victory lap at the end.
Yes.
But we got to give it to God and let God work it out.
You have to.
You have to give it to God. Or, like we said, if you got a good person you can go to and talk to,
You can release it to them.
release it to them as well. Yeah. So.
And I think, as parents, it's important that we check in on these kids,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah.
Because, we put standards and expectations on them.
Exactly.
And sometimes these expectations is realistic to us, but it ain't realistic to them.
Not at all.
You know what
Not
I
at
mean?
all,
Like we
not
put
at
you,
all.
you're gonna be a doctor. Well, they're not making doctor grades.
Exactly.
So like, we gotta check in on them to see,
exactly.
whether they're pressure, like they be under so much pressure.
Exactly.
Like especially today.
Exactly.
Today, like I
Yeah.
feel bad for these
Yeah.
kids. Like
Yeah.
they have to deal with other kids.
Yeah.
They have to deal with, life. Some of them got
Exactly.
jobs, so they're on jobs, they're after school jobs. Even in college, like all levels of pressure, peer pressure. And then your parents are pressuring you.
Exactly.
And until they snap.
Exactly.
These kids ain't snapping for no reason.
No, not
it's not
at
no
all.
reason.
And you said something that was very powerful, and that to me is that peer pressure will push them into areas of shame, and it will push them into the area of being stressful,
Yep.
and being pressured and being pressed.
Yep.
We've all been through peer pressure. I think we've all stepped outside of our character.
Yes.
We all have went against something that we believe
Yep.
in order to fit in with the crowd.
That's it.
With the friends, with the whatever.
Mhm.
We've all done that, right?
I'm just laughing because you
I
gave
was-
me a memory.
I was thinking about how when you said, we want our kids to be, we want our kids to be doctors, and we want our kids to go to college.
Yep.
And we want our kids to do this. Well, maybe that's not for them.
Right.
Maybe that was for us.
That's what we do. We live vicariously through the kids.
We really do. Maybe it was for us to be the doctor.
Yes.
Or be, whatever. But every child is not going to college and
No.
being a doctor.
Mm-mm.
Do you understand? So
They're not.
we need to take our hands off of it. Let them figure this thing out. Let them figure out what they want to do.
Right.
Let them. It's going to be their life. It's not going to be mine. It's not going to be yours.
No.
It's going to be theirs.
It's gonna be theirs.
Do you understand?
Absolutely.
Fabulous.
I laugh because
Uh-huh.
peer pressure.
Mm-hmm.
When I was in the 8th grade, do you remember the bodysuit shirts that did the snap?
Right.
So it was a group of us, and I wasn't top heavy. I know I'm not being too
Right.
explicit, but I wasn't.
Right,
It took me having kids later on in life. I was an A my whole life.
Okay.
But they was.
Okay.
So we all got together and we decided we was gonna wear these bodysuit shirts to school, y'all.
It didn't work.
I had to go stuff in the back. Trying to fit in.
You had to go put tissue.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then
yeah.
it moved.
Of course.
I'm in gym and somebody's like
Laughing and pointing and letting everybody else know. Look what she did. She went and got padded. She's padded.
That's why I laughed, y'all, because peer pressure is real. It's serious.
It will send you off the cliff.
Like I had no business
Of
wearing that
course.
bodysuit
It'll
shirt.
send you off the cliff. It will, and you know what? And then you think you got friends, but your friends be laughing at you
Right.
and pointing you out and throwing you all the way under the bus.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So it goes to show us that we have to be who we are.
Yes.
We have to be the person that God made us,
That's
and be
it.
okay with that.
That's it.
And just be okay with who we are, with all our flaws,
Yep.
mistakes, our ugliness, our attitudes, whatever the case may be. Listen, it can be fixed.
Yes.
We can
It
be
can.
fixed, but
It
we can't
can.
fix each other.
No. Ladies,
We can't fix each other.
Please.
We can't.
I'm begging you. Stop
have
trying
it.
to fix these men. Listen, we are not God.
We're not God.
We're
no.
not, and you get women that try to cover it up by,
Yeah.
it's my motherly instinct, and it's
Exactly.
stop,
Exactly.
stop.
We
You're
can't-
not the maker.
Listen, and
Can't do it.
And you're gonna absolutely find out.
Yes,
Because they're gonna tell you. What they don't say sometimes out of their mouth, it shows on their face.
Yes.
Or it shows on with their actions.
their actions.
So
Yeah.
it's best to make sure that when you're in a relationship and you see one red flag,
Yes,
one.
run.
I'm not saying 2, 3,
Mm-mm.
not even 1.5. You see one, you get up out of there
Run.
because there's so many red flags coming after.
yes,
Okay,
yes,
they're
yes.
not well put together.
Mm-mm,
Do you
mm-mm.
understand? And you know what? Once they sample the goods, you become damaged goods.
That's it.
Especially when you pour into them so much and give them all of you.
Yeah.
Now you become damaged goods.
Yeah, it's so true. It's so
Do
true.
you understand?
It is, and I was even like with the conversation I had earlier. I had to explain to the young lady
Yeah.
that Because they look at it like, well, I'm not perfect and I don't want to be judgmental. Isn't that being judgmental when you're looking down on them because they're this, that, and the third? No, because
No.
you need to heal and so do they.
Exactly. Exactly.
Go find healing for yourself.
Exactly.
You always say you don't. It's not nobody's job to make you happy,
It's
and
not.
I love that
It's
because
not. Yeah.
if you're healed and you love yourself and God is in your life and you're truly healed, He's gonna bring you somebody that's healed. He's not gonna
right.
bring you
That's
no broken pieces.
And you know what? I'm glad you said that, Fabulous, because we got to start looking out for ourselves first.
Absolutely.
We have, in other words, how can I enter into a relationship
Right.
and I'm broken?
That's what I told her.
And then I get a man that's broken.
Yep, there it is.
Now we walking, all of us, both of us walking on broken pieces.
Just disaster.
And it becomes a problem.
It becomes toxic.
It becomes very toxic because especially when you're not willing to change.
Yep, that's
you're
it.
not willing to hold yourself accountable.
Mm-hmm.
All of these things, and listen, we're not no experts.
No.
We're talking about testimonies that we
done
been through
there
this.
and done that. And that's what I had to remind this young lady, y'all, because she has no children, right?
Right.
And her siblings has no children.
Right.
It's time to be selfish.
There you
See,
go.
I would give
There
any
you
young
go.
adult that doesn't have children, you need to be
Yeah.
selfish and take care of you, look out for
Take
you,
care of yourself first.
heal,
There you go.
build,
There you go.
and then you have plenty of time for that. Now, if you got
Exactly.
kids, you can't be. It's not about you. That's what you
That's
learn.
right.
It's not
That's
about
right.
you. But when you don't have children, what are
Yep.
you doing?
Exactly.
You better get selfish
Exactly.
and look out for you.
Exactly.
Look, because nobody else is going to
Because
do
nobody
it.
else going to do it because a lot of times, and I'm not going to say, I'm going to use the man as the example because sometimes the man will, they say, men's just want what they want. Well, women's just want what they want too.
Oh, they just as bad
We're
today.
getting worse.
What?
It's getting worse. We
Well,
can't
just
beat
as
up on
bad.
the man all the time because sometimes, listen, there's some good men's out here.
Yeah.
That may not have it all together.
Mm-hmm.
They may have, come in and, don't have what you think they need to have. But if they're willing to work with you
Yeah.
and you're willing to work with you, God knows you can build an empire.
Absolutely.
And you can live happily ever after.
Yes.
Do you
Yes.
understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So you may not get that person that's got the perfect job, that's making a lot of money. You may not even get the man that's living in a house. Maybe he's living in a trailer. Or maybe he may have to live in his car. But that don't make him a bad person.
No. Absolutely. Everybody got a beginning.
Everybody got a beginning.
Absolutely.
You understand?
Absolutely.
And I mean, we all we're coming from the point of listen. We're not being judgmental. Listen, everybody can come to the cookout.
Yeah.
Well, not everybody. We gotta screen some people because no.
Yeah, we gotta
everybody
backtrack,
can't
'cause I
come
said,
to the cookout. No,
If you negative, don't even look this way.
No, don't come.
We
Some
want
of y'all
peace
can't-
over here, guys.
We don't want no problems. So, no, we're gonna have to screen some people and check some people out.
And that's what I told her, because
Yes.
see, in life, right?
Mm-hmm.
I had to let her know the devil send people your way too. Like, why
That's
do you?
right.
First of all,
Yeah, he does.
He
He
sends
does.
people your way too, because he knows you have a purpose
Yeah,
and you have
yeah,
something,
yeah,
an assignment
yeah,
to do, and this is to distract you and
Yeah,
throw you off course.
Of course.
He sends people your way.
To distraction, that's the key. Distraction,
Yeah.
because he knows that we are good person. We're
Right.
good people.
Mhm.
He knows that we have good intentions.
Yeah.
And we have, we have goals that we're trying to reach, and they're positive. The devil knows all that. So you're right. He'll come with a distraction.
Mhm.
He'll throw something in there to make you take your eyes off what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
Now you done turn to the left, and and we don't want that. We want to stay focused on what God has for us.
Yes.
He has a plan for us.
Yes, he does.
And we have to absolutely, get in the plan and execute the plan.
That's
We
it.
gotta execute the plan.
That's it.
Listen, what we're gonna end with, we're gonna end this, but we want to really hope that you really understood where we was coming from today, because we want to help you. We
That's
don't
it.
want to see nobody fail. We want to see people win. We don't want to see you out here struggling or being shameful. Listen, we can't change what happened.
No,
It happened.
no. Mm-mm.
Do you understand? We can't change what happened.
Learn from it.
And I say exactly.
Just learn
We
from
got to
it.
learn from it and use it as, a tool where, we won't do the same thing again. And where we can take our testimony and help somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of things happen because God wants it to turn it into a testimony.
That's it. For His glory. So
To God
people,
be the
like, please
glory.
remember, if people cross your path in
Yeah.
life,
Yeah.
it is not for you to fix them.
No.
You might just simply need to pray for them.
That's all. And just listen.
Pray for them. Love them and pray for them.
And let it go.
That's
because
it.
We can't fix everybody.
No.
My saying is, and Fabulous know it, that I can't be everybody's everything.
I love that.
And I'm not gonna try.
We need to
I'm
put that
not
on a
gonna-
t-shirt.
Yeah.
No,
right,
I'm serious.
Right. That would be a good topic of conversation. We can't be everybody's
Can't.
everything. And so when we try, then you know what happens? We get overwhelmed.
That's it.
Because you know what, we're gonna fail.
Yep.
We're gonna make mistakes. We're gonna make the situation worse than what it is.
And what it was, yep.
You
It's true.
understand?
It's
So
true.
we gotta pick and choose our battles, guys. We gotta do it, okay? So listen, we hope you enjoyed the conversation today, and we hope that you will come back and visit
Yes.
us again. And you know what? Like, share, and subscribe our, what is the name of that?
It is Queen Fabulous. Let's talk about
See,
it.
I'm just so I'm the queen.
We
and
be
the
doing a
rain.
lot. Y'all just don't know. We be
We
doing
got
a
a
lot.
lot to do.
Yes.
So listen, I'm Queen and
I'm
this is
Fabulous.
Fabulous, and so let's talk about it. Okay, so get us out there so people can hear what we're talking about. And we're not gonna sit here and tell you all of our business. We're not gonna be ratchet. We're not fighting.
No
We're not
drama.
arguing. So we're
Yeah.
just gonna have a nice, clean conversation. And we always have to put God in it, because without
Absolutely.
God, we are absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
All right. So listen, we hope you enjoyed the conversation today. Shame, okay?
Shame.
Don't let it rule your life.
No, please
Don't
don't,
let
guys.
it ruin your life either, okay? All right, listen, we're gonna sign off. I'm Queen,
And I'm Fabulous.
and we'll see you next week, Monday.
Yes,
Next Monday.
we'll be here next Monday.
Next Monday.
The Lord's will.
What time we coming on? Fabulous.
It's gonna be like now.
Okay, so
So,
we're gonna say about
4:30.
we're gonna
4:30, guys.
4:30 on next Monday. Okay, we'll be on Monday. Okay.
And hi to the 2 people that said hi.
Hello, hi. How you doing?
Thanks for
All
stopping by,
right.
guys.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Bye.